guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Lena here, and I'm back again with another video for you guys. So my boyfriend Ken Carr is a physical trainer, and he also is studying nutrition right now. He calculated my macros based on my weight, my physical activity, my lifestyle choices, and everything. He came up with these numbers, and I plugged it into myfitnesspal. myfitnesspal is a great app. I love this app. I actually have the premium version of this app, and you're going to see how I use it and how I make it work for me in this video. But I can tell you one thing right now. The whole purpose of this whole thing is to be in a caloric deficit, so then your body is like losing weight, but you're not starving yourself and you're not doing the salads, because salads didn't work for me, and I can't really like train like that because I'm in a nursing program, and then I was also working full time, but then obviously like now I'm working part time. And then the whole pandemic thing happened and the gyms is closed and all that. So it's a lot of factors that go into like me not being able to work out, but most of it is laziness. But anyway, despite that whole thing, all I know is this plan right here, this works for me, okay? I don't have to eat the salads. I don't have to do none of that. I just gotta have a lot of protein, a little bit of fat, and I don't have to follow anything strict. Do what I want as long as the numbers work, okay? So if you're interested in seeing exactly how I lost 15 pounds, then let's get into the video. So for breakfast, I usually want to start off with something a little bit more higher in protein, just so that I'm not falling behind and trying to catch up throughout the day. So you're going to open up the MyFitnessPal app, and you're going to change it to whatever units you're measuring in. I'm measuring in grams, and I'm going to change it to 1 gram just so I can free type whatever I weighed out. So as you can see, you want to switch that over to decimal, and then you can just type in I weighed out 162, so I'm going to put that in. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to chop up my veggies here, and I personally believe the more veggies the merrier. I personally don't add veggies into MyFitnessPal normally, just because I feel like they're doing more good than they are doing harm. Veggies are very low in calorie, most of them, and they don't really contribute as much to your caloric intake, but they are filled with a lot of micronutrients that you would need. So I definitely don't skip out on the veggies. Obviously, the goal is to be as accurate as possible, so you can weigh them out and put them in if you want to. I just choose to omit them. Anything with fat inside of it, you definitely cannot omit. You have to plug that in. As you can see, I only have 30 grams of fat per day, so literally every bit counts. I'm just going to add these two in so that we can go ahead and make our omelet. I'm using pepper jack cheese and this chicken sausage that I found at Aldi. Alright, so now for the easy part, I'm just going to warm up my oil. I actually use a 0-calorie cooking spray, which is super important. You don't want your oil to contribute to your calorie intake, especially your fats, so you want to get something that says 0 calories. That actually also means no butter, no margarine, no coconut oil, just something that's spray, 0 calories, and you're done. I'm just going to add all of my ingredients into my pan and let that heat up on a medium heat for a little bit. Then I'm going to respray my ingredients that I already had in the pan and then add in my egg whites. It's important to respray because you don't want the egg whites to stick to the bottom of the pan and then you can't turn it, you can't do anything with it because it is literally stuck. So you want to respray and then just let that cook for a little bit. So next comes the seasoning. I'm going to use this everything bagel seasoning that I got from Aldi. Literally amazing. And then next, since this omelet is literally massive, I like to do this step right here just to get the egg whites that are on the top to actually go to the bottom of the pan and touch the fire and allow it to actually heat up. Okay, so girl, I'm not a chef, and I literally failed when it came to flipping that omelet, which I usually do because omelets, like, I make them big and sometimes they're like super hard to flip, and you know, don't judge me. Here's the final product. Okay guys, so it's lunchtime and we are gonna make the most ghetto healthy quesadilla burger from Applebee's that you've ever seen in your life. It's gonna be really protein packed and it's not gonna have any cheese. I know you're like, okay, so then how the fuck is it like a quesadilla burger with no cheese? But guys, cheese is fattening, and like literally, do you see how much fat we have left? I can't even. It's only lunchtime. Peep the macros on those tortillas. Those are so amazing. I just had to purchase it. So much protein, so little fat, as well as these burgers. Like literally 1 gram of fat is like so rare in burgers, especially plant-based. Like it's usually like 8 or 7. I don't know if you guys noticed by now the trend of like everything having protein in it, but it's because my protein intake has to be so high per day, and I am not a meat eater. As you can see, plant-based protein burgers. So this is just my little trick as to how I'm gonna hit my goal, because if I have to eat literally meat all day, I'm going to go insane. So for these burgers, I'm literally just following the directions straight off the box. It says 2 to 3 minutes literally on each side. I'm just going to make sure that the center is nice and warm. I don't want to bite into like a freezing cold burger in the middle. Then after, I'm going to respray the pan with the cooking oil and let that heat up on a lower heat. I'm going to turn the heat down actually, because we're going to just heat up the tortilla just a little bit to give it that crunch. So now everything is plated and I'm going to dress the burger. I'm just going to add a little bit of veggies that I chopped up earlier. And we're also going to add some barbecue sauce. Now the barbecue sauce has sugar in it, so you have to measure sauces like that, guys. You have to measure anything with sugar in it, anything that has a lot of calories, or not a lot per se, but like for a sauce, a lot. You have to add that in. And as a side, you know black people like their watermelon. Nah, but really, watermelon is in season right now, so I'm just going to measure out 300 grams of watermelon. And guys, fruit is essential. You have to put in fruit because it's made of sugar and it's really going to count as far as calories. Alright, so it's dinner time, last meal of the day, and we are going to go in with this Chipotle bowl that I got from Aldi. This is a plant-based protein bowl, and I didn't even realize. This is why you need to look and pay attention to the nutritional facts, guys. I did not realize that this was accounting for half of this bag. That's the serving size, is half of this bag. So it's like so small, but we gonna have to make it work. So it's gonna be half this bag, and then I'm gonna add some chicken to it and make my own little burrito bowl, Chipotle ghetto-ness, healthiness over here. Again, paying attention to the serving size amounts. This says only 3 ounces, which is approximately half of this container. Guys, it's always better to measure it out. Don't just like eyeball half the container and think that it's 3 grams or 3 ounces. It's not. Measure it. So now I'm just mixing both of them together, and guess what? We're gonna mix it all around so that everything has a nice flavor, and we're going to add the same veggies from lunch and dinner. Yes, guys, I love veggies. Alright, so that's that, and then we are going to have a strawberry chocolate smoothie on the side. So I'm just going to measure out these frozen strawberries, and I'm going to measure it out a little bit less to the serving size, only because we had a little bit too much watermelon for lunch and I don't want to go over my carbs. So I'm going to measure it only 100 grams. Then I'm going to take the chocolate version of this Dimetized protein powder, and I'm going to just use 1 scoop and plug that into my MyFitnessPal. Then I just added 3/4 cups of water, put it in the NutriBullet, and this is it, guys. This is the final product. This is what I had for dinner. Alright guys, that was it. That is a day in the life of Lena Lauren TV as far as what goes inside of her body on a day-to-day basis when she's trying to lose weight. If you enjoyed, or if you thought that was a hot ass mess, then leave a comment and a like down below just so I know. Just so we know. No, but all jokes aside, guys, this really works. And if you are interested in, like I said, getting your own numbers and coming up with your own personalized plan as far as nutrition, he also does fitness too. Don't forget, he does fitness too. But the nutrition part, if you want to do that, then go hit him up. only about the nutrition and the fitness though. I'm watching you. Tell him Lena Lauren sent you. And you know what, while you're at it, while you're in Instagram hitting him up, then you can also go ahead and add me too. And then if you can also subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.